Okay, good morning everyone. So here we can see an energetic video brings a totally different vibe into this room. Alright, so today I'm gonna quickly go through TEAMLINK and the PropTech industry. So PropTech, the word coming from where? Anyone give me some idea? The PropTech. So that's the property plus the technology. So we took two words combined together, become PropTech. So it's like years ago, fintech through the two words in finance technology. So now we also have the ComTech, construction technology, agriculture technology, agri-tech. So a lot of different technology coming into our traditional business. So firstly, just quickly, introduce myself. And I can see quite a lot of familiar faces here, and you guys know me very well. Home79 is a project marketing company. So we started from year 2008, running through all the project marketing, selling the office plans since year 2008. And we got listed on the National Stock Exchange in year 2019. UFN developments, we're running all these residential units development. And now I've become the founder of the TEAMLINK. Why? Because through the last more than a decade, what we found a lot of pain points in our traditional business. Project marketing, development, heaps of pain points, and no any software or a platform can help us to solve, right? Then we say, okay, how about let's do it ourselves? That's why we invest millions of dollars, we developed the TEAMLINK. Let's go through. So here we quickly have a look what's happening in our traditional market, the real estate market. In the past, so we're gonna touch the past, the present, and the future. The past, it's happened, and also it's happening now, still happening now in our current market, carrying the signboard, right? So in the last century or more than a couple of centuries, when we get how we got the listings, we knock the door, we got a listing, and we put a signboard in front of the property, and the people know, okay, that property is for sale. Okay, we understand, and that's still carrying on today, right? Carrying a lot of documents, so that's for especially for our admin girls' accounts, right? They always prepare a lot of paperwork. So what involved in the project marketing? Let's say the reservation forms, refund forms, sales advice, contracts, right? Heaps of documents. So in the past 10 years, what we can see how many papers were wasted, which means how many trees were chopped, right? And then we come to the paperwork, like endless. The paperwork goes through back and forth, crowded showroom. So when we have a project launch. When we have a project launch like today, right, heaps of clients, they're coming into the display room, and everyone looking at the physical model. So I remember very clearly how we normally order the model. I need to send the AutoCAD file to our overseas factory, and all these model makers, they put all this plastic stuff together and made that model, and they need to carefully deliver the model to here, normally by air, because we need to make sure it not collapse during the logistic process. So then people turn around and then have a look which unit, which corner I'm buying this unit facing what aspect. That's what's happening in the normally say on the launch day, right? Don't mention about keep the distance. Now in the COVID-19 remind us always we need to keep some distance. Back to that time, no way. Then everyone just shoulder by shoulder. No real-time updates. That's actually a lot of agents really frustrated. How they frustrate is say, okay, I got a client. Okay, the client is very happy with my services. Put down deposit, sign the reservation form, and then I'm very happy. Hang over to our office, right? And our office admin girl generated the sales advice and issue to the developer. And luckily, next day the developer reply you. Okay, say, oh dear, blah blah blah. Thank you for submitting the reservation form, right? Unfortunately, this unit has been sold 4 days ago, and sorry, I haven't got time to update the price list. So that happened a lot in our industry. And that made the real estate agents, especially salespeople, look really bad in front of the clients, right? So quite a lot of us, if we are the agents, right, we experience this kind of situation. So now come to today. People say, oh, PropTech is very far away from me. No, not really, guys. We are using that daily. Let me ask you, nowadays, how are you going to find the property? How are you searching for these properties? Are you using the domain? Are you using the realestate.com.au? Yes, they are PropTech. They are PropTech company. So we'll see, we are already using. But TEAMLINK is also a SaaS. SaaS, what does that mean? It's an initial for the software as a services. Software as a services. Right? So TEAMLINK is a SaaS. Right? And some other SaaS, let's say, for the property management, we're using Property Trade, Property Me, and some other console, all this kind of software, they are SaaS as well. Right? And then now we also, utilize the VR technology, help us how we can visualize what we are buying. Right? So in the future, let me see. In the next few slides, we have a video. We'll show you how we utilize the VR technology to help the clients to buy off the plan properties, right? And then we come to the 3D virtual display. That's at the moment it's quite commonly being used in the projects and in the local agents. So here I just quickly go through the mapping, the global mapping of the PropTech, right? This industry, PropTech industry. So from here, what we can see, the North America takes the majority market share in the PropTech industry, 71%, right? So mainly in New York and Silicon Valley. And then the Europe mainly happens in UK and Germany. So Asia, Australia, part of Asia Pacific, right? Doing not bad, it's 5% there. So here, what we can see, how much money actually have been invested into the PropTech industry. Especially if we're looking at the top part of the gray color, we can see the heavyweight, more than $50 million, that part, right? It's increasingly, especially in the last year. That's globally, again, we can see what's mainly happened, the PropTech mainly happened, where exactly. So at the moment, by end of year 2021, there are more than 14,000 PropTech companies globally, right? Compared to year 2015, there were only 3,000. And Australia by today, we have around 300 PropTech companies. Here we come to Australia, what we can see. The majority, the PropTech companies, where they base. They base in all those cosmopolitan cities like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, right? So TEAMLINK, we base in Sydney, of course. And also for the PropTech, we have the different categories, right? We have the finance and the investment category, and also the search platform, which some are very well known, some are very well known, domain, real estate. And also we have the brokerage and marketing, so TEAMLINK sits there, so sits that category, right? And how the PropTech grows so far, we can see here, 66% of the PropTech startups, when they founded after year 2014. And the TEAMLINK actually we founded in year 2020. So year 2020, we only got 5 startups. So TEAMLINK is exactly sitting there. We found it in year 2020. Okay, so that's what's happening so far. What's happening at today's market? How we are utilizing the PropTech in our daily life, especially for all these property transactions, right? And you guys imagine what's gonna be in the future. Say, how is the PropTech gonna help us in the future? Think about it. I'll just give you some two samples. One is we call it the hologram showroom. So that no more rely on the physical model. So we're gonna see the model through the lights. So the lights can put together and you can see the model. It's a virtual model. So that's gonna become the technology is mature. It's coming out, right? But how are we gonna make it more, for the commercial use, which means we need to bring the cost down. Neurotechnology, right? My understanding that will a lot related to the smart homes. Let's say, okay, I think the light's too strong. I want to just turn off, right? Just with one thought, the lights will be turned off. People say, joking. Really, look at what Elon Musk is doing. Elon Musk is my idol, right? They already invested billions of dollars to develop what they call the Neuralink. So they made a test. They did a test on the mouse. They did a test on the monkeys, and they achieved great progress. Right? It's happening now. It's happening now. So some people say, really, is that gonna be realized? Guys, think about it. Recall your memory. 20 years ago, when you making a phone call with your family, let's say if you migrate into Australia, right, and then you try to make a phone call with your family overseas. Luckily, you get through the phone call, right? You talk to them, you can hear their voice, you feel so excited. And back to 20 years ago, how keen you want to see their face. Sorry, the technology was not there yet. But look at it today, the video phone call is so common. It's so common, but 20 years ago, no one actually dared to imagine it's coming. Exactly something for this, right? The hologram, sure, the neurotechnology, and something others, right? Automated, intelligent, personalized, a lot will be coming. So guys, invest into the prop tech is the invest in the future of the real estate. So we just quickly go through, what TEAMLINK is, who TEAMLINK is, and how TEAMLINK can help us. So through the video, actually it goes very fast, right? But it's on YouTube. You guys can, play on the YouTube, try to understand each function of the TEAMLINK demonstrate to us. So now I just quickly go through to let us get familiar with what TEAMLINK is. TEAMLINK is an AI-driven platform. Links, the name TEAMLINK links developer, agents, and clients, right? So we have all the developer, agents, and the clients information updated simultaneously. So what you will get updates, it's real-time updates. And we have already developed the 3 portals, one for developer, one for agent, and one for client. And also we have the mobile app. You guys can feel free to download from the Apple Store or Google Play. For the developers, always get frustrated. I couldn't get a hold of my admin door. I couldn't get a sales update. Now you don't need, right? Once you have the TeamLink, click one button, you'll get a real-time sales updates, and you can generate the sales report immediately. Here, for the agents, the first page, I believe that's the agents really care about. What's my performance? I am the agent. What's my performance? How much property I have sold so far? How much commission I have earned so far? How much commission actually outstanding I haven't got paid yet? It shows here. Second screenshot, it shows all the paperwork. No more hard copies. Everything will be stored on the cloud. As long as you got the internet, you can open all these files anytime, anywhere, right? So for the sales advice, contract front page, client signing page, even our app help you to generate sales commission. So I remember a lot of agents actually was really frustrated. Once they made a deal and then they need to go back home, turn on the computer, look at Excel, put in all these client information, contract price, and then the commission rate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then eventually, luckily, made one invoice, and tomorrow need to submit back to the office. Now, you don't need all these hassles. Automatically, one button click, automatically generate the tax invoice for you, right? And then the third and the fourth screenshot just show you what's available. We're talking about the real-time available units for our sales agent to sell, and also for the developer, they can see what's real-time available for the agents, for the clients, right? And again, coming here, that's the core value of TeamLink. That's that core value. Actually, we have 2 patents. What does that mean? Clients browsing TeamLink, browsing all these projects on TeamLink platform, right? So TeamLink can easily tell the client if the client is keen, is interested in which project through their browsing habits, through TeamLink's algorithm. So we have a very powerful algorithm. We can tell if this client is serious or not. And that will also help the agents to get approached with the qualified leads, rather than you waste your time by talking to different clients. So through here we can see the different color, the green one, the light green, and the gray one will tell you, how qualified the leads will be, which means how serious the client could be. And also we have the instant communication function. Rather than you always switch from, let's say WhatsApp, WeChat, Snapchat to talk to different clients. Now no need. You talk to your clients talk to the agents on TeamLink. So we make everything combine together, integrate together on one platform. So TeamLink connects everyone in the real estate ecosystem in a real time on one platform with one subscription that works anywhere, anytime, and on any device, whatever iPhone or other Google device, right? So that's TeamLink. TeamLink is helping us make our life easier. Thank you. Any questions? Welcome. I'm gonna be standing at the back if you got any questions. Welcome to speak to me. So here I will leave to the next speaker. Thank you.